Ma'am, meron po akong isang tanong. Nakakatanggap po ba kayo ng envelope kay ASEC Paharta? Yung totoo po, ma'am. Remember, you are under oath. Aside from your allowance, from your regular budget, nakakatanggap po ba kayo ng envelope just like Yusek Mercado and Director Osias from ASEC Paharta?
Yes, sir.
Naawa talaga kami sa inyo. Napipilitan kayong permahan yung isang bagay na hindi tama. Eh ngayon kung may kaso, pag lumabas yung NDA, yung finality nun, tatamaan kayo dyan. Ano process? Ako, Mr. Chairman, sabi ko nga, naawa lang ako dito sa mga officials ng DepEd. Pag ganito yung kalakakaran. Ngayon, dalawa na. Eh, baka sunod, hindi lang dalawa. Di ba? Kaya, Mr. Chairman, at least ngayon, umamin na si ma'am, tama na ako. Okay.
Next interpellator, Congressman Paduano.
Thank you, Chairman. May I proceed? Chairman, since the Bureau of Treasury is not present in today's hearing, may I move to invite the representative from the Bureau of Treasury, especially those representatives present during the previous hearing for consistencies, Mr. Chairman. So move.
Comsec, please take note of
Noted,
the
Your
representation of Congressman Paduano.
Mr. Chairman, why we should invite BTR? Because issues about policies with regards to GMC, to regards to the Memorandum Circular 97-02 from COA, and MC 02 of 2019 by the BTR should be, we need to check the consistencies of such GMC and those memorandum circular, Mr. Chairman, with regards to special cash advances. Now, COA, please lang po, please prepare the next hearing yung question of the requirements for special cash advancement for the SDOs, doon po sa mga accountable officers, especially in question of their capacity to refund just in case amount being given to them as authorized by their principal. In this case, it is the Vice President. Kasi po, kailangan natin po yun, no? Sorry? Please use the microphone.
Your Honor po, may I be recognized?
Yes, Ms. Hemora.
Your Honor, is it for the next hearing? May we be clarified, please?
For the next hearing, kaya nga pinapaunahan ko na po kayo the questions that I might raise, no? Basta MC 97-002, BTR 02 of 2019 for the Bureau of Treasury, and yung GMC, no? How you check na lang po how consistent, because in the GMC may problema po doon. Kasi the requirements are being laid and the provision with regards to the MC of COA 97-002, napakalinaw po, nandun yung SALN. But in the GMC, wala po. Then I will also discuss and ask about the salary grade of all those SDOs that was given an authority from the Vice President. Kasi ang appointing officer is the Vice President. Kasi po, if you look at the salary grade, but of course, salary grade is not only the basis, no? Mr. Chairman, in fact, of course, salary grade is not only the basis. That is why one of the requirements should be the SALN. Because in the case of Mr. Edward Farda, his salary grade is only 17 with a salary of 41,508. Pero yung encashment niya in one check is 37 million. So we have to check on it. Kasi po, based on the record, napakarami pong mga officers in the office of the Vice President na mataas pong posisyon, but hindi sila binigyan. For example, in the case of Argonza Belinda, ang posisyon niya po ay Supervising Administrative Officer. 75,000 yung ano niya, salary niya. In the case of Cesar Abalon, Chief Education Program Specialist, doon po sa DepEd, ang salary grade niya is 101,000. Why a 41,000 with a salary grade 8 sa 17 was given the authority to encash checks worth 37 million. And it happens not only once, it happens several times. So that will be the question that will be raised by this representation in the next hearing, especially on matters of policy. No, because sabi ko na nga, if the office of the Vice President to the legal department is questioning about jurisdiction of this committee to investigate such government funds and expenditures, we have the jurisdiction because we are now questioning the implementation and some policies of COA, of the BTR, in this particular case. Now, so please, Comsec, paki-ano lang po, paki-inform yung BTR, that will be the question that will be raised in the next hearing po.
Noted, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now, to the land bank, of course, a while ago, you mentioned about that you received the invitation in a short notice. That was just yesterday at 4 p.m. But let me remind you, I will not ask the details, but I will ask you now about the policies. And let me remind you, and for the record, we will not ask about specific bank details. And you cannot invoke the bank secrecy law. When in fact, that's why in this hearing, again, question of jurisdiction, this committee has the jurisdiction because for the past several years, no, hindi lang to OBP, hindi lang to DepEd, all other agencies in government, and that includes LGU, may problema tayo because during the investigation in other committee, especially in my committee in the public accounts, question of the bank secrecy law is being invoked by the land bank. And this time, you cannot invoke because we have now the checks. We have now the checks that was encashed in your branch. Now, the first, eto, bibigay ko sa inyo, for Gina Acosta. This check was addressed to Gina Acosta in Shaw Boulevard branch. Shaw Boulevard. Sino ba yung ang manager nyo? Shaw Boulevard. Nandito ba siya? Wala. Wala. Comsec, Mr. Chairman, I move to invite the branch manager of Shaw Boulevard Land Bank in the next hearing.
Comsec, please
Noted,
take
Your
note of
Honor.
the manifestation of Congressman Paduano.
And with regards to DepEd, to the DepEd, nandito rin po yung mga cheque. The total is 112.5 million for 37.5 every check, million every check. Now this is from a land bank dito po sa Dex, sa Ultra Compound. Do you have a branch? So, Mr. Chairman, once again, I move that we invite the branch manager of this land bank branch for the DepEd.
Comsec, please take note of the manifestation of Congressman Paduano.
Now, let me proceed na lang, Mr. Chair, matter of policy with regards to land bank. What is the maximum reserve fund of those mentioned branches?
ABP, Camposano, would you like to respond?
Different branches have different CI cash in vault levels, sir.
At tanong ko nga magkano, yung sa branch na yon, yung sa Ultra, at saka doon sa Shaw Boulevard.
I'm not aware of the Shaw Boulevard branch, but with the DepEd branch, it's 10 million.
10 million. Okay, but the check that was encashed, or that's why I want the manager of that such branch. Kasi alam ko hindi niya man masasagot. Pero I want her to be present in the next hearing because if the maximum reserve fund of that branch is only 10 million, the check that was it's either in cash or deposited to other banks or other bank accounts was 37.5 million. And it happens not only once, it happened several times. Tatlong cheque po dito ang hawak namin. Kompleto po, pati yung mga check number nandito. So, I hope, Land Bank, you bring your branch manager the next hearing. And please prepare also for the reserve fund of the Shell Boulevard branch.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Your Honor.
let me proceed, Mr. Chairman. So what will, specifically, what will be, if the, in the case of the Ultra Compound branch, maximum is only 10 million. What will happen if the encashment is more than 10 million? And in this case, it's 37.5 million.
We usually ask our client to call us in advance, 2 days or 1 day before the encashment, for us to prepare the amount.
Okay, so 1 day or 2 days notice for the client.
Yes.
Okay. Now next, di ba pag yung client, yung check is under the client's name, he should be or she should be physically present
Yes, sir.
during encashment.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, yun. We will also check that. If Edward Farda, in the case of DepEd, and Jen Acosta is physically and personally present during the encashment. Okay? Now, next question. With the amount of 125 million and 37.5 million, this is just a matter of policy. And I do believe that he cannot bring it wherever he wants, if that was an encashment. So, what will happen?
Sir, I cannot understand what.
Okay, eto lang po. Do you allow delivery of such amount or big cash amount from if the client requests for it
No,
to
sir.
be delivered?
No, sir.
No. Are you sure of that, attorney? Are you sure that it is not allowed?
It depends, sir. If we have a memorandum of agreement with the agency,
Ano lang po,
with the
pakilapit-lapitan lang po.
It depends if we have an agreement with the client, if with a memorandum of agreement for delivery of payroll of whatever.
Correct. If you have a memorandum of agreement,
Yes, sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, ganito po. Please submit to this committee because I do not believe that Jen Acosta and Mr. Farda encash that amount, then brought with them to their office or to any place. Diba? So please bring and submit to this committee that MOA, particularly the branch that was mentioned. Is the branch allowed to have a MOA with the client with such amount? For example, in this case, 37.5 million in one encashment. And the other is much bigger, 4 times. That's 125 million. Do you allow land bank branches to initiate a MOA with your client with such amount of fund?
It depends on the agreement, sir, with the branch and with the client.
Sandali po. Matter of policy po, tinatanong ko. Do the central office of land bank allows?
Yes.
Kahit anong halaga?
Yeah. If there is a MOA, if there is a memorandum of agreement, sir.
Hindi nga, yun nga ang tanong ko eh. Okay, sabihin na natin, may memorandum of agreement. Wala po bang ceiling na amount that you allow the branch? Okay, ganito lang po. If you cannot answer that, please prepare for it on the next hearing. Kasi yun pong mga tanong kasi Mr. Chairman, I just want to make it clear why I am asking this question, because the banking laws should also be amended, especially the bank secrecy law, because supposedly government funds should be exempted. And in the bank secrecy law, there should be a special provision for it. And well, in fact, supposedly, especially government banks, with regards to MOA, dapat po may ceiling. Kasi, alam naman po natin, okay lang yan pag government fund, but if personal fund, kung may money laundering, well, in fact, until now, it's still 500,000, di ba? Ma'am?
Yes.
500,000 pa rin, di ba?
Above 500,000, sir.
Above 500,000? 500 lang. 500 lang 1,000 yung...
No, it's above 500,000.
If above 500,000,
Di ba? Above 500,000.
what is the policy?
Sir. In the AMLA, sir.
Sorry? Pakilapit lang po yung...
Any transactions above 500,000 shall be reported to the AMLA.
Ayun na nga eh. Yun na nga yung sinasabi ko eh. But in this case, kung 500,000 yung maximum, pero yung withdrawal, especially ito, government funds, 37.5 million, 125 million. Kaya nga, Mr. Chairman, again, I would like to reiterate na kailangan talaga ma-revisit yung banking laws and particularly yung bank secrecy law. Kasi in my 11 years in Congress, with regards to investigation, especially which land bank or government banking institution is involved, lagi po nakatali yung kamay ng Kongreso because of this bank secrecy law. But again, you cannot anymore invoke that bank secrecy law because COA has already submitted all the checks. But I will not ask about the details in the next hearing with regards to how much is the actual bank, yung laman ng bank account ng DepEd o the Office of the Vice President. But I will ask you, how did these transactions happen? Kasi po, unang-una, ang tanong po, ano ba to? Si Edward Farda, encashment bang ginawa niya o yung cheque, transfer niya sa ibang bangko?
Encashment, sir.
Sigurado ka, encashment?
Yes, sir.
Paano mo nalaman?
I was the former branch manager of the DepEd branch, sir.
Okay. So ito, alam mo.
Yes, sir.
Alam mo. So pwede na kitang tanungin ngayon o... pwede na o next hearing na?
Next hearing, sir.
Okay, mabait ako ngayon. Okay, next hearing ha. Pagandaan mo, ikaw pala, hindi mo... Dapat sana, kaya pala alam mo yung specific na location ng branch na yun kasi ikaw pala yung ano dito, branch manager noon.
Yes, sir.
Kaya alam mo.
Yes,
So, you're familiar about all these checks
Yes, sir.
and how these checks was encashed.
Yes, sir.
And how was it delivered? The cash.
It was not delivered.
Oh. Alam mo. Yung delivery from the bank. Ikaw yung branch manager, hindi mo alam how it was delivered?
The cash from our cash center, sir, or the cash for the ano
No,
for
for example, we're talking about the first check, 37.5 million. Ang bangko niyo ba nag-deliver? O
Over the counter.
binitbit ni Farda?
I think the question, ma'am, is how it was encashed. So kung paano po ba to over the counter?
Yes, sir.
So isang bagsak, magkano pong amount yan, Congressman?
37.5 million.
So yung 37 po ba, in over the counter yung pag-encash?
Yes, sir.
On the same day, 37 was released, 37 million
Yes.
pesos was released.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sigurado ka ba, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so all for 3 ba or 4 checks? 3 checks. Ganon ang ginawa, yung 37.5 million.
I will have to check first.
Oh, tama
I
si
cannot
attorney.
recall how many checks.
Oh,
was
you
it.
should recall. Kasi pupunta tayo dito hanggang doon sa kung kailangan namin ipasubuin na yung CCTV nyo. Papasubuin na namin.
Ang tanong po ni Congressman Paduano, on 3 occasions, 3 cheque po kasi yan, 37.5 million. Ito po ba 37.5 million in cash over the counter on the same date? I mean, 3 separate dates.
Ma'am, ganito lang po. With this huge amount, para safe ka, baka mamaya magkamali ka, then gagawa ka ng kwento para to defend your position, at the same time yung opisina mo, better recall mo muna. Basta sabihin mo lang yung totoo, ma'am.
Yes,
Kung ano talaga nangyari.
Yes, sir.
Kasi, pag lumabas na nagsisinungaling ka, you will violate our Section 11. Alam mo na yon. Alam mo yon, yung
Yes.
consequence.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, siguro, better prepare na lang po for the next hearing, no? Yung mga possible questions. Be sure na kung transfer, it was transferred to other bank accounts. Kung pinaingkas at hinatid. Diba? Or, pinaingkas, binitbit ni Edward. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, for the meantime, Mr. Chairman, yun lang muna. I think I have already called the attention of the BTR and
Kumuha sa akin.
sorry. Sandali. Eto, boss. Eto. Mr. Chairman, last na lang pala po, baka makalimutan ko lang. So, okay na ako doon sa COA, next hearing na lang, at saka sa Land Bank, no? Pakidala na lang po. Kung hindi mo ma-recall talaga, pakidala ng teller mo. The time. Because this amount, 37.5 million, pag sinabi mo hindi alam, mabuti sinabi mo, alam mo. Kasi I will not believe in you na hindi mo alam because ganito kalaki, dapat alam ng branch manager, di ba? Okay, anyway. Ganito na lang po. Chairman, maiksi na lang po ito.
Yes, please continue.
I'd like to take this opportunity because Miss Catalan is present.
Yes, Your Honor, she's present. Rauna Catalan from DepEd.
Please.
Miss,
Please take your seat.
Miss Catalan, for the information of everyone and the chair and this honorable committee, siya po yung isa sa mga pumirma as the head of the accounting department unit.
Comsec, nakapag-oath na po ba si Miss Catalan? Ma'am? Miss Catalan, nakapag-oath na po ba kayo? Last hearing, nakapag-oath na? Okay. Yes, please continue, Congressman Paduano.
Ma'am, are you still with the DepEd?
Yes, Your Honor.
And please tell us about your present position in DepEd.
I've been the chief accountant since 2010
Until now.
until now.
Until now. So, you're aware of this liquidation report that was submitted by COA to this committee. And your name was affixed in this liquidation report. And you have a signature on this liquidation report.
Yes, sir.
So you're aware.
I am aware of the face copy of the liquidation report, but the supporting documents were not presented to me.
So it was not presented to you, you just signed it?
It was,
You're the chief accountant?
yes, sir, but it was just a formality that it should be covered by the liquidation report. But,
No, but supposedly you're the chief accountant, you have checked.
but per joint circular, sir, it was stated that the liquidation report plus the supporting documents shall be submitted by the disbursing officer direct to the ICPAO without any presentation to the chief accountant.
Yung ICPAO po, saan po department under yun?
COA, yung Intelligence and Audit Office ng Intelligence and Confidential Funds.
COA, do you confirm it?
CR break lang po si Attorney Camora, sir.
So, okay. I will wait for Atty. Zamora. So, ma'am, are you telling this committee na ministerial lang yung sa'yo?
Come again, sir?
Are you telling us na ministerial lang po kayo? Pumirma kayo dito without looking at the liquidation?
Honestly, yes, sir. I will say yes.
Oh, di may problema. Because if ever a case will be filed against dito po sa liquidation na may problema, pumirma ka dito, di part ka ng case.
But then again, sir, under the joint circular, it was clearly stated that the documents and supporting documents to the liquidation report shall be directly submitted to the COA. And it means that it will not pass through the accounting.
Oh, GMC, COA, pakicheck nga, shall.
Mr. Chair, with the indulgence
Congressman
of
Acop, you're recognized.
Madam Accountant, mukhang mali yata. If you read the joint circular, there's a provision there. Teka, hanapin ko. Kasi may kopya ko nun eh. Nakalagay doon, under paragraph 4.16, in case of misuse of the intelligence or confidential fund, and depending on the participation in the transaction, the budget officer, chief accountant, the treasurer, and the project officer may likewise be held accountable with the special dispersing officer. So you can be accountable, madam. It's a provision of the joint circular.
But then again, Your Honors, per provision 6.1.8.4, it was stated that the supporting document should be submitted by the, no, it's not. So sorry, again. That,
Mali yung binabasa mo. 6.1,
sir,
0.8.4.
my apologies, sir.
Oh, kasi mali eh.
Okay.
I have a copy of your circular here. Binabasa ko nga eh.
So it was under 6.2, the liquidation of the cash advance. It was stated under 6.2.2, all cash advances for CF and IF shall be liquidated within 30 days after every quarter and from the approved date, target date of completion. Submission of the liquidation report duly signed by the head of agency or SDO, approved by the head of agency, together with the supporting documents under section 6.2.3 hereof and listed in the covering transmittal letter of the LR. This shall be submitted directly to the ICPAO in a sealed envelope with a visible label confidential for ICPAO only through any of the following: registered mail courier and authorized license officers. So under this provision, it was clearly stated or implied that the documents didn't pass through or were not reviewed by the accounting office.
So how do you reconcile that with paragraph 4.16? Sige nga. Kasi ini-excuse mo yung sarili mo because of a provision of the circular. But the same circular says that you can be accountable. How do you reconcile that?
It could be stated here, sir, but honestly, And as I didn't, it was not presented really to the accounting office, the supporting documents.
Hindi po yun ang tinatanong ko, madam. Ang tinatanong ko po, dinidepensa mo yung sarili mo using a provision of the circular, but the same circular states na ikaw ay accountable. How do you reconcile that? Kasi nasa akin yung kopya ng circular ninyo, ng COA, eh. Oh. Kaya nga ako nag-intervene dahil ini-excuse mo yung sarili mo sa liability. Pero the circular says that you can be liable. Diba? Yeah. You read 4.16. Wala pa yung COA eh.
May we know from the representative of COA
Uh,
to be clarified to us on the matter?
Your Honor, based on the documents from our confidential team, the liquidation report that was signed by Ms. Catalan, certified supporting documents complete and proper as the accounting unit. But then, if looking at the joint circular, it's stated there that the liquidation report in Annex E should be signed by the SDO, the accounting unit, or the SDO, meaning SDO Special Disbursing Officer who was given the cash advance of the confidential fund, the Special Disbursing Officer. So if she was not the SDO,
Ano po yung sinicertify ng accountant?
when she signed the liquidation report of the 37.5,
Certifying that
the supporting documents complete and proper.
So, paano po ninyo sasabihin na complete kung hindi naman niya nakita? Could you please clarify us? Paano niya sasabihin na complete ang isang dokumento kung hindi naman niya nakita yung loob?
Ms. Catalan.
Parang hindi po yata match.
Your Honor, it has to be Ms. Catalan who will answer such.
Ma'am, how can you certify something as complete and proper if you did not verify what is the content of the documents?
Sir, it is a standard procedure that every liquidation document should be covered by a signed
No, but
liquidation.
that is common sense eh.
Yes, sir. But
Paano po kayo magse-certify ng isang dokumento na complete and proper nang hindi nyo nakita? Hindi po ba kayo nagtaka na nagse-certify kayo ng isang dokumento na complete and proper pero hindi nyo naman nakikita yung laman ng loob?
unfortunately, that was the case, sir.
Did you bother to ask the legal department or the COA na bakit kailangan dumaan pa po sa inyo? Bakit nyo kailangan i-certify ang isang bagay nang hindi ninyo ini-inspeksyon o tinitingnan?
It was one of the requirements, sir, and I was made to sign that document, unfortunately.
Chairman, ako rin I ask...
Congressman Paduano,
yes, thank you,
please
Chairman.
continue.
And I ask Ms. Catalan, yung tenure of office niya since 2010 pa. And I think they're doing it since then without checking the liquidation report. And ano na po, pumirma lang. But ma'am, eto ngayon nandito sa akin yung GMC, yung binasa mo is 4.2. Eto mama, yung 6.3.3. Ito specific mandate of each and every officials which covered by this GMC. Ito, 6.3.3. the agency accountant. It's you, ma'am. Tama? And look at 6.3.3D, paragraph D. You are mandated to submit all disbursement vouchers for cash advance for intelligence and confidential activities / projects, with complete required supporting documents within 7 working days from release of the check. Oh. Hindi ba pwedeng sabihin na you're not accountable? Hindi mo rin pwedeng sabihin na diretsong ibigay sa COA. Because malinaw po sa mandate mo that you have to submit disbursement vouchers, confidential activities and projects with complete required supporting documents. Oh, within 7 days.
Can I respond, Your Honor? The 6.1.8.4 pertains to the pre-audit of the cash advance.
I'm telling about, no, that is not 6.8.4. I'm saying about the 6.3.3B.
6.3.
Inconsistent with the provision that was read by Chairman Acop. Your mandate. Anyway, Mr. Chairman, it is on record that that the chief accountant of the DepEd never bothered to check the liquidation report. He just signed it without looking at the details of such report. And it is on record, Mr. Chairman.
May I respond, Your Honor? This is the first time that we have encountered cash advances for confidential fund. But for the regular cash advances for regular funds, we always ensure that the documents attached to the liquidation of the cash advances were complete. But again, for this, this is the first time that we have encountered these cash advances for confidential fund. And the procedure seems quite different, actually and honestly.
But of course, you have the joint memorandum circular, and there is a provision with regards to the mandate of the chief accountant, the SDO, and all other officials of agency. Malinaw po yun, ma'am. So, I think once again, Mr. Chairman, it's like to put on record na inamin po ng chief accountant ng DepEd na she never bothered to check the authenticity, the correctness of such liquidation report, Mr. Chairman.
Sir,
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am, please.
May I correct the word not bothered, that I did not bother to check the completeness of the documents. During that time, no matter how, maybe, this is the first time ngayon may cash advance ng confidential fund, but I was made to sign it. So,
You were made to sign it. By whom?
because it is a requirement that the liquidation should be covered by the liquidation voucher.
But that is, ma'am, that is your mandate. And
Yes.
your statement that you signed it without looking at the details, di ba? And that is on record.
Yes, sir, it was...
O ano ngayon yung gusto mong i-explain?
Sir, I'm trying to explain that it was stated sa joint circular that it seems or implied that the documents, supporting documents, should be directly submitted to COA in sealed envelope.
And that is your interpretation, ma'am, that we have read the GMC.
Yes, sir.
O now? What? Are you telling this representation that I'm wrong? And Chairman Acop?
No, sir, my apologies if you have misinterpreted what I'm trying to explain.
No, I did not misinterpreted you. You're telling me that my statement is not correct.
No, sir, I'm not saying, I'm sorry po, I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm trying to explain on why I signed that liquidation.
Oh, tell you to sign the document. Are you forced to sign the document?
Not really forced, but I was
But not really.
I was requested to sign the document.
Oh, you signed the document, but you never bothered to read this mandate of yours?
Ma'am, who ordered you to sign the document? Who ordered you to sign the document?
Not really ordered, but I was requested by,
Yes, who requested you to sign the document?
by ASEC Shine Paharda.
Sino po?
Si Assistant Secretary Shine Paharda.
Sunshine Fajarda. Okay.
ASEC, sa anong department po?
Department of Education po.
Ano, specific na ano niya, position?
Office ng Secretary.
The office of the secretary. But he was not the signatory of this document, di ba? Only her husband. Tama?
It was,
Edward Farda signed it. BP signed it, and you signed it. But you were requested by Ms. Farda?
yes, sir.
Oh, Mr. Chairman, all the more that we have to, Ms. Sunshine Farda should be present in the next hearing. Para po patutunahanan yung statement ni Ms. Catalan. Sabihin na natin, you were requested to sign it. So why did you sign it? As per request of Ms. Farda?
Yes, Your Honor, because it is needed as a covering letter or covering document to the liquidation documents, supporting documents.
Oo nga, pero sabi ko na nga, kaya nga yung statement ko kanina, you don't even bother to check. Pumirma ka lang. Di ba? No, it's either it's your lapse or you were forced to sign it without checking all those liquidation report. Di ba, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
O, ano bang tama? Nagkamali ka lang. Nakaligtaan mo i-check or you were forced to sign it without checking the liquidation report?
It's hindi po nakaligtaan, but it is a needed document in the submission of the liquidation.
Of course, I know it. It is needed, you have to sign it. But ang question is, siyempre accountable ka, ma'am, because of your mandate and your position, di ba? Now, sabi ko na, nakaligtaan mo or you were forced?
I was requested, sir.
Hindi nga. Saan ba? Nakaligtaan mo or you were requested?
You were
requested na firmahan ka agad without checking the liquidation report?
Yes, sir.
O, di, Mr. Chairman, again, kung anong word gagamitin, requested ba o she was forced to sign it without checking the liquidation report, ganun pa rin yun. Di ba? Ganun pa rin yun.
Ma'am, meron po akong isang tanong. Nakakatanggap po ba kayo ng envelope kay ASEC Paharda? Yung totoo po, ma'am. Remember, you are under oath. Aside from your allowance, from your regular budget, nakakatanggap po ba kayo ng envelope just like Yusek Mercado and Director Osias from ASEC Paharda?
Yes, sir.
Magkakano?
Minimal amount lang po.
Which is, how much po?
It's not even,
Magkano po?
it's 25,000.
25,000. How many times po? If you could recall.
9?
Ilan?
9 times.
9 times. From what month up to what month? Let me guess. From February to September?
I think so, sir.
So, nung September po, tumigil na.
Yes, Your Honor.
Just like Yusek Mercado. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, thank you po.
Mr. Chairman, lastly, I'd just like to manifest, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, can I, last
Yes.
na lang po. Ma'am, actually, ma'am, talagang naawa din ako sa inyo. Kasi, tingnan mo, accountable ka dito. Eh, sabi mo kanina, ni-request ka. Pero ang labas pa rin ganun eh. You were requested, but tapos, medyo kalakaran na may lagayan sa loob. Kaya nga ako, ma'am, I want to just express my sympathy to you. Naawa talaga kami sa inyo. Napipilitan kayong permahan yung isang bagay na hindi tama. Ngayon kung may kaso, pag lumabas yung NDA, yung finality nun, tatamaan kayo dyan. Ano process? Ako, Mr. Chairman, sabi ko nga, naawa lang ako dito sa mga officials ng DepEd. Pag ganito yung kalakaran. Ngayon, 2 na. Baka sunod, hindi lang 2. Di ba? Kaya, Mr. Chairman, at least ngayon, umamin na si ma'am, tama na ako. Okay na ako, Chairman. Thank you.